Hey, it's Yvonne here at your jazzdrumschool.com YouTube channel. Aloha, hope you're doing well. So in this lesson, I want to try out a new drum head on my snare drum. So I put up a video a while ago about the best drum heads for brushes. And I got a comment about it recently from a guy saying that he really thinks that the Renaissance Ambassador drum heads by Remo work great for brushes. So I thought I'd give it a try. As you know by now, probably if you follow my channel or if you're taking courses at jazzdrumschool.com, you know that I like Evans Calftone heads or Remo fiberskin heads. And I like them because of the texture, because I do a lot of brush work. But I'm always on the lookout for a new head that might maybe last longer, might also sound really good, and have that golden texture that I'm always looking for. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap out this Evans Calftone head and I'm going to replace it with the Remo Ambassador Renaissance drum head. Now I've never used this before, so I don't know how it's going to sound. I've never actually played it on any other drum set too, amazingly. So I really have no prior experience or knowledge of how it sounds, so I thought we could hear it together. And I like the coating already, you know, right out of the box. I really like that this texture, quite nice. It's not as coarse as your standard Evans G1 coated or Remo Ambassador coated. Those are pretty harsh coatings. But this is a different kind of coating, so I'm really excited to give it a shot. Now, if you want to learn about how to tune your snare drum or tune your drums and how I'm tuning up my snare drum, go check out this video about tuning. It shows you everything that I do to get a really good sound when I tune my drums every time. I did a little bit of playing for you so you could get a A-B. You can know what it sounds like with an Evans Calftone, and then you'll hear what it sounds like with the Ambassador Renaissance head. So check out this video that I recorded for you of me playing with sticks and then brushes on my Evans Calftone head. 1, 2, 1. All right, so it sounds good. Nice open sound, great tone, awesome for brushes. Now, let's get this Renaissance head on. All right, so my first impression is, wow, it tuned up super, super fast. This is pretty amazing. I also really like this, the darkness of it, because the inside of my snare drum is a really dark stained wood. And I like this kind of natural dark feel to it. Really nice. I'm digging it so far. So the tuning though was excellent. I'm really surprised. I mean, it just tuned up so easily. I can't believe it. In the past, Remo heads really took a little bit of massaging. With Evans heads, I can get them tuned up in less than a minute. This one was pretty similar. So I'm very impressed. Already sounds pretty good. So, wow, nice response. And of course, this is a 1-ply head, right? This is not a thick head. So you get that nice touch, nice sensitivity. I'm impressed. I'm very impressed. Has a really nice sound. I want to mention that if you don't like the ring in your the sound, like the overtones coming out of your snare drum, an easy trick, and I also talk about this in other places on YouTube and also at Jazz Drum School. But you can also just take just a regular Band-Aid, put it on the underside of the drum head before you put it on the snare drum, and that'll cut out some of those overtones that you don't like. But I like my snare drum to ring for the most part, so I'd rather have too much ring and be able to dampen it rather than have it already, all the ring kind of taken out in most cases. But I'm going to try it just like this, just to begin with. But pretty darn impressive. Now I tuned it up just now a little bit because I thought it was a little bit low. And another interesting thing is I didn't have to seat the head. I put my hand in the middle to try to kind of seat the head and break the glue so that it doesn't come out of tune quickly. Didn't really need to. So that's really nice. And I just tuned it up a little bit more, and now it's really popping. It sounds really, really good. And I don't mean popping like in a pop rock way. I mean like it's got some real tone and definition to it. So I like where it's at now. Now let me give you a little B. So you saw the A with the Evans Calftone. Let me give you the B, give you the flip side. All right, let's go. 1, 2. One, two, three. Well, I think it's a pretty darn good drum head. Now, I don't think it's the same sound as a Calftone head or a Remo fiber skin, but I think it has a really nice sound to it. It works really great with brushes. The texture is very nice and smooth, but also articulated, so I can hear my brushes well. I think it has a little bit of a plasticky sound to it, which I don't care for so much, but I wonder if I put that Band-Aid on the bottom, I wonder if that would make a difference in the tone and how it sounds. So if I just touch my finger lightly, it might make a difference. It might you know, just kind of help that plasticky sound a little bit, take out some of those higher overtones. So I'm going to give that a shot, and we'll see how that sounds and if that makes a difference. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take a standard Band-Aid, and I'm going to put it on the top of the head rather than the bottom so that I can keep the same tuning that you're hearing now. If I took off the head and did it all again, I might have just a slightly different tuning, so I want to make sure everything's kind of the same. I'm going to take the Band-Aid here, and I'm going to just put it on the side. Now I wouldn't recommend doing this for real, because if you're playing brushes, you're going to run into the Band-Aid. But let's kind of see and listen to what that sounds like.
2, or 3.
So I think the Band-Aid helps a little bit, but it still has that kind of plasticky sound to it. So I would still fall back on the Calftone heads or the Remo fiber skins. I really think they're designed for brushes. They're designed for playing jazz music. But I think these are pretty good heads. Thanks so much for watching. And if you're interested in learning how to play brushes, I do encourage you to check out my brushes mastery course at jazzdrumschool.com. Lots of students over there that are enjoying that course and learning how to swing the heck out of their brushes. I'd love it if you'd subscribe to my channel. Be sure to like the video if you like it. That helps it get around YouTube a lot easier. And be sure to drop a comment. Let me know if you use the Renaissance heads or what drum heads you like to use when you play jazz on the drums. All right? Keep swinging, my friend.